Good evening, it's the 12th of May and it's Sunday and it is a very beautiful day today. This is UBK John Bosley YouTube channel. Some of you might have seen it. Me bleating about life and stuff and complaining and whatever. But here's the thing, I just want to show you something. I'm going to do it in a more comedic way because there's not a lot that's funny about this, to be honest. It's certainly, well, it's basically ending. My life is gradually being, it's not the right metaphor, but painted into a corner. My life is actually untenable now under my circumstances. I'll survive, I'll get through it. No doubt I've got another prison sentence to look forward to. That's probably nailed on, unfortunately. But here we go. I'm going to do some silly voices because I just want to be funny, but I want you to notice something. I'm going to turn to the other lens or the other side of the camera for this. So here's the thing. Here we go. So what I want to demonstrate to you is that you can clearly see that this facility, which is very good, it has gymnasium and restaurant for civil service workers. It has lots of people that live in houses, families, older people. Some of these are association houses, so therefore there will be people who will rent, and sometimes are rented, but they deserve to be protected and have peace and serenity during the midnight hours, late at night. So what do you notice about this car park? It's a very big car park. You can't fit a lot of cars in here, which you need to do because it has a big athletic stadium which holds regular events and is very vibrant for the community. The athletics does not attract any problems because they come in clubs and with their parents, and they are supervised, and they are mainly motivated people by the athletics, you see. It's kind of the same with the rugby, you know, because it's like the Saracens, local club. Got loads of different teams, kids, girls, females, veterans, old guys. Don't know if you've got a wheelchair thing because there's no indoor facility, but they got the changing room here and a rugby club, and they have little doos, and it's kind of great. But what do you reckon happens here at night if this is unlocked? You see, what happens at night when it's unlocked and it's supposed to be locked, the old Rizzies there, you know, the residents over here, well, they were told that this big, great big place, and great that it is, will be locked overnight, so little rascals can't come in here and skid about and joyride and whatever. Because if you were a joyrider, or a young lad trying to impress your girl, or trying to impress your mates, or trying to impress your dad, or race your dad around the place, or you know, you tied your girlfriend to the bonnet because she'd pissed you off and you wanted to ride round and scare her a bit, this would be great, you know, you can't blame them. But here's the thing, when it goes on all night because it's not locked up, it keeps a lot of people awake, you know. You don't want to hear revving and screeching and skidding and Starsky and Hutching at midnight and 1 o'clock and 11 o'clock rock, you know. So it's kind of baffling, you know. You can't figure out what's gone down here. I mean, if they said they were going to lock it up and they locked it up, then there's no problems. Nobody has to get, you know, nobody has to bust their balls right here, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't lock it, and they said they couldn't lock it because a local community police officer told a guy that they've been waiting for a part of the gate for 3 years. Yeah, 3 years, what'd you figure? But here's the thing, you see, something I don't understand, and I must admit I am rather baffled. During the COVID thingy, you know, the disease thing, where everybody was locked up, masked up, and you had to tell your neighbours, and you could only have 4 people in a pub if they stood on one leg and faced east. But if there was a dog in the house, you couldn't have 2 cats and a gerbil, I think. I don't remember. Anyway, during the pandemic, when everyone was locked up and, you know, for being naughty, this was all locked up, you see, because it had to be, because it was a law. So they locked it up with motorcycle chains, you know, the chains that go through spokey things on motorcycle things. So if I walk towards the gates, you can see that it would require only one set of gates to be shut. You see, you shut the gate, you deny access to the vehicles, you develop a ding, you deny access to late travellers and that. Although, to be honest with you, when the travellers are here, as has been said before, it makes the behaviour a little bit more bearable. They might need some rubbish, but they don't make a lot of noise when they're here. And the joyriders probably think best about skidding about round a load of travellers' caravans late at night, because I don't think the travellers are destined to move on politely. I'm just saying. So, you know, if the travellers do come here, I'd be more averse to make them a cup of tea and see if they want anything, rather than bump my gums about it, you know. So here's another thing, right? This is why this bloke got bent out of shape, and he got his head all cracked up. That acoustic barrier there, well, that was an afterthought, you see. Now if you look at the rows behind the ramps there, like, you see, some guys ask the people down the hang, you know, how high are the ramps? Have you got a drawing with the ramps, you know, because they're a height, you know. And as you can see, looking at the ramps and ignoring the wee acoustic barrier behind it, which was an afterthought and took 2 years of petition led by myself and Paul English. As you've heard of him, he's no longer with us. Can't think why. But if you look at the height of the ramps there, you know, and you look at the roofs, and you take away the screen, where's the noise going to go? That's my question to you. I mean, all things considered, they changed the materials. I mean, look at this, a brilliant skate park. If I was a skateboarder dude, right, and I had a beanie on, and, you know, and I didn't care, and I was a dude, I'd love it. I'd be out there clanging and banging and doing tricking and breaking my neck and all that. It's brilliant, and the lads will use it, and like, oh, girls, of course, it's brilliant. I have no problem with that, see. Why would anybody have a problem with people having somewhere to do their hobby, you know? But is it wrong to ask the people do things properly and save money on police time? I know a guy who's wasted loads of police time because he got bent out of shape because he lives right on top of it. So he gets his sleep disturbed, and he's got a bit of a head problem where he certain noises of a clankety clang, clunk, bang, crash type trigger a thing in him where he gets a bit shaken up, and not like Elvis Presley, but goes into flight or fight mode. And it's quite wearing when you do it over a couple of years, and you think, well, what do you think? Well, you love the gates. So all you'd need here, you see, is a motorcycle chain between the gates, something like this, you see, but that's not being used for some reason. It could lock this gate and that gate, but you see this is open over there, so it's part of the pedestrian access. So it's open 24 hours a day, and it was supposed to be closed at 9:30, which it never is, because when it's summer and the sun is out, the skateboarders will all carry on until they can't see no more. And wouldn't you, if you had the choice, you would do the same thing, because that's what people do. So, and then you've got a little barrel-shaped skateboard thing, shaped thing down the bottom of the hill, and they like to go through there at speed. And again, why wouldn't you? If I was a young kid, come on this way, come on, you got to keep coming, come on. I'd do the same thing. So you just got to ask, why were these things omitted? Why, despite asking these people to give the heights of the ramps in relation to the railway line, in relation to the roofs, and they just would not give you it. It was on the drawing, which were planned, but as anybody that's technically proficient to any degree, and I'm not, I just know how to read a drawing, so I can screw up any job I'm on. But the height of the ramps was the most fundamental issue. regarding the whole thing. Come on, babe. Quickly, 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 quickly. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Good girl. Why do you walk so slowly across the road? You're giving me a heart attack. I emailed them, said, you know, you haven't included the heights of the ramps. Yeah, all the information's on the drawing. Well, it's not, because you've put a figure there, but what do you compare it to? Where's that figure? Where's that value taken from? Where's the datum? The datum is a point where you measure a height from, but usually you do that on a drawing where you're looking side through, so you can visually see how high the proposal is, be it a skate park, a footbridge or whatever, in relation to homes that might be affected by behaviour, noise, noisy stuff going over the footbridge, or, you know, or whatever. But they wouldn't give it. Would not. Refused, point blank, just wouldn't give it. So when you're affected, because the ramps are a different material, they are, come on, they are the same height as that railway line. So where is the noise going to go? It's going to permeate right across the whole community. And then if the place isn't locked up at night, ever, it's going to be used 24 hours a day, because we all live a 24-hour-a-day life. And you can't really fault people for using it, especially when the facility is now advertised on skateboarding websites as 24 hours a day, 365 days of the year. So the council, or the people, were told about this a couple of years ago and did nothing. So they're quite happy to leave the place unlocked, leave it unsupervised, no cameras, no mitigation for anything, even the safety of the skaters. If you think about it, if they're there, someone comes home from a shift and skating about there at silly o'clock in the morning on his own, comes to grief, who's going to know about it? All right, bye.